English. Yeah, that's it. Okay, hello. You got the point you want? Yeah,
Yes.
you got the, yeah, gentrified. Gentrified is an attitude. You can say this area has become gentrified. You're gonna change from bad situation to a better situation. Okay, yeah. Or you can say a process of gentrification of this area gonna be changed soon. You can say, yeah, a process. Say a process of. That is the collocation. See the collocation that you can use the word a process of gentrification. Yeah, very interesting. Okay, any other word? Okay. Now let's move to the other part of one. Here, do you know any places that have suffered any of the problem in reading exercise A? What happened and what changes took place? What changes have taken place where you live over the last 10 years? I think in Cambodia we don't have any disaster at all, but there's some probably insecurity happen in the city, right? We need to take these issues into our consideration, especially the government consideration or account. Yeah, the instability, insecurity. Cái việc mình pro ở đây cho tôi nâng chào 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 ấy nó là hơi những chọn thì ta cách co một câu ai đẹp phù ma nhóm phải lý có nhưng mà đã đó phải lý tiết đã camera mà lui mung kia mung của mẹ phú cái ha lên kẻ nó chỉ con bao hay chỉ con từ nó kẹt mũi mà xong thì chỉ con cắt rán chỉ khu hay bọt nó mấy mướn mua cả mẹ phú cái đấy đã lừa cắm chỉ từ rồi đã ý cái thọt cho bà camera bắt tập phim mục nhé đã cái tầm miên tầm món nên cho mà làm việc về vậy là mình đang đặt nhiều hà hình những rồi hà hình nữa đi được đọc rồi nhầm mà cái đọc. Okay, so this is hurricane. You see another picture. This picture is about hurricane, which happen in Florida. Yeah, often, yeah. Okay, another earthquake happened in New Zealand or Japan. So for New Zealand, it happen every day. I can show you. Okay, I can show you the video. Okay, of the earthquake happened in New Zealand, which is started by Auckland Technology University. Yeah, I got the video here. Wait a minute, I'm gonna show you. Wait a minute. Okay, you really want to see the video? Yeah. This is the earthquake. Okay, which happen every day, and they place different kind of spot. Okay, already. Ow. This is New Zealand.
Yes.
They scan underneath of the islands. There's just New Zealand island. That's underneath of the island. The red spot is the high rate of earthquake. Yes, the yellow spot is the small to moderate.
I don't know. I don't catch up with the video.
Why?
I don't know.
You don't know?
You just only hear the voice but cannot see anything. Just only stop the video but can only hear the voice.
Okay, again, let's try. Yeah. Can you see that one? Can you see the video now?
No, you can't show.
Teacher, I have experienced with the Google Meet that we cannot view the video very well.
It's not Google Meet.
Also, we cannot view the video well.
Can you see that?
Under expert.
Can you see that one?
Wait, yeah.
Campur dan praktik dulu.
Okay. So this is what happened to New Zealand. Most, every time I think sometimes 3 points, sometimes 4 points, sometimes 5 points, but it's okay, survivable. Yeah, ai rồi bạn. Cái gọi ron ngay đừng Wellington này mà để Auckland phản bàn thì cái này nhé. Dạ. Ta mà thân nơi Wellington ron ngay thằng này cứ là hốt như kia. Mình thấy cái anh from Toronto nơi bán hay cái anh chụp theo môi đề we are consistent ជាមួយនឹង earthquake យ៉ាអានឹងឯងអត់មានបញ្ហារឿង earthquake គេលេងខ្វល់រឿង earthquake ទេ earthquake គេលេងខ្វល់ហើយជប៉ុនលេងភ័យទេចាគេភ័យពី tsunami
Tsunami
ភ័យកូរ៉ូណាជើបច្ចុប្បន្ន
ហ្នឹងហើយវាពិសេសមកពី president Okay, today we're gonna move to the new topic is about grammar or language focus. So the language focus that we're going to study today is about present perfect tenses. Okay, so this is present perfect form. Form use have plus past participle. Okay, so I'm going to have a slide for you guys to discuss together. Come on, ngap vậy nè. Ngap phồm hồn. So you ai đang sơ nó chép, sơ nó nhâm, sơ nó pram pray. Rồi nó còn nó bị nghe bị họ để cho nó qua nét gạt để nó xa xa吧đi phi vậy cái lỗ cho ta lại máy chạy cái lỗ cru cả con Canh tiêu. Okay, it's coming. Okay, good. Here we have present perfect. Yeah, let's start. Okay, how do we use present perfect? Hi, can you see everyone?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, is it clear enough? Not really, because this I try to capture. I generally captures the pictures from the book. Present perfect is one particular tense that is very common in English. If we talk about our L1 Khmer, we don't have this tense in Khmer language. So do we have present perfect? A lot of Cambodian students might know Pachaban Akal Sambo. But after translation, does it make sense to you when you say Pachaban Akal Sambo? No. A lot of Cambodian students learn grammar translation method. What is grammar translation method? Read one sentence, explain one sentence in L1. That's what we call grammar translation method. At the same time, when you learn grammar, teacher is going to explain them in Khmer. Right? This is the thing that happened to majority of Cambodian students. For those who come from the province, they got only experience like this. In addition, present perfect is not congruent with Cambodian language or L1, our L1. So how do we use it effectively? For intermediate students, sometimes cannot use it effectively. On the other hand, they're gonna use past simple instead of present perfect. Because majority of Cambodian students can translate it, know it, that present perfect is what do we call? But how do you use it? These are things. So if you just know that, it doesn't make sense. you cannot apply it effectively. You cannot, becomes, you cannot, have language of, knowledge of language, I can say, knowledge of language. But you just have knowledge about language. You just understand, oh, this is present perfect, this is past simple. However, you cannot apply it in your spoken, you cannot apply it in your written. Okay? So let's go and discuss together what is present perfect. Yeah. Don't worry, let your brother study together. Yeah. Okay. Vui yên vui viết rồi, cho nên không. Chắc là mình ôn vui bài hiện tới, làm ban vô tới, bạn mà. Okay, how do we use present perfect simple? A lot of uses. You see, use present perfect simple first to refer to the event connected to the present. When you say connection from the past to the present, that's it. Without a definite past time, indefinite past time, clear time in the past. Often we use with adverb just.
Definite time.
Okay, just. Let's say someone has stolen my bike. You don't know when exactly from the past until now. You don't know who. And you haven't found your bike yet. You see? From the past until now. We can understand about this. Okay? I have just had an idea at the moment. See? There's no clear time in the past. That we use perfect. Okay? The connection between the past and present. Second point. We use perfect to refer to indefinite events that happened at an unknown time in the past. See? Unknown time in the past. We don't know the time exactly. This time is often recent. Recently. This is the word recently. Yeah. And is often used in new items when the information is current. You say currently. Recently, currently. See here, archaeologists have discovered an Anglo-Saxon palace in London. You see? So the word, archaeologist, a person who study about the ancient object or cultures. That archaeologist. In Cambodia, I don't think people like study archaeology. Yeah. But it's good to study about archaeology to find out our history. For example, how Angkor Wat Temple was built. We're gonna try to study in details. Yeah, okay, that archaeology. Yeah. Another example. Is there an example? Police have recaptured 2 escaped prisoners. See? Recaptured. Yeah, have recaptured recently. So time can also be all time up to the present. See, from the past until now. No one has ever proved that alien exists. See, from the past until now, nobody can prove that alien exists. Has anyone can prove that alien exists? Not really. Just a movie. Just a movie. Yeah, just a movie. Has anyone proved that the ghost exists?
All time up to the present.
ឃើញភ្លើងនោះអ្នកខ្លះភ័យណាស់ខ្មោចចិត្តថាយ៉ាបាត់ពិសោធន៍ទេឈើគ្មានទេអត់ទេធ្លាប់រត់ដោយសារភ្លើងចេះទៅអានោះភ្លើងឆេះហ្នឹងមានស្អីទាំងភ្លើងពីណាពីណីផងអញទៅតែខ្លាចមកខ្លាចអត់ស្គាល់ភ្លើងកុំវាផុសឲ្យលើចឹងរត់ខ្មែរយើងពេលខ្លះខ្មែរយើងគេខ្លះគឺបាត់ក្មេងៗធ្វើក្មេងៗខ្លាចធ្វើក្មេងៗខូចទៅពេលប្រើមិនបានចោលអានោះមែនហ្នឹងនិយាយមែនពីបន្លាចក្មេងប្រកែណាចាស់យើងហ្នឹងអូហើយកុំហែទៅហើយយកកពើស៊ីហែងអូហើយកុំហែទៅយកត្រីឆ្លាមស៊ីត្រីឆ្លាមអានៅនឹងកពើក្នុងបឹងទេអូហើយកុំទៅយកខ្មោចលងអស់លីងទៅក្រោយគេហូតយ៉ាអូខេហ្នឹងឯងដល់ពេលអាកន្លែងហ្នឹងមិនគួរបដោយណែទៅចេះវិញឃើញទេអាកន្លែងហ្នឹងមិនគួរជឿហ៎ឯត្រូវជឿនេះអាជួដល់ហ្នឹងអង្គវត្តឲ្យមានបារមីទៅយកខ្ទេចអស់ហើយអូខើយយោចំនួនប្រាំងមកគុំក្រូនអស់ហើយអាស្អីត្បូងបាំងអីហ្នឹងទីហើយប្រាំងមកកាយសិក្សាទៅអស់ហើយមិនជួហ្នឹងឯងចាអូខេនេះគឺជាបញ្ហាដែលរបស់ស្រុកខ្មែរយើងចាស់យើងចូលចិត្តបន្លាចក្មេងការវិព្រេងនេះយ៉ាងហ្នឹងការវិព្រេងនេះ one upon a time នំប្រុសនំស្រីដីកំពង់ចាបហ្នឹងគេ này là con chăm đó là thế vậy ok rồi bây giờ cho lúc này nhà học cùng chơi cùng cho hỏi cái công nhân đi hàng ngày đường đôi giờ sẽ ô mới được nông con rồi vậy này nó phải để bây giờ trong tay chạy nào khu nông liên con nó biết slong từ lệ nè cái nhung tới ca mùi là AI á gọi kêu cha cha để tôi ca du chạy nào là đất nhá là bắt thom muối nè kêu và muối nè bằng nghiến slap đâu nữa đừng không anh không nông liên con ray điện chỉ từ anh cái vùng chân à ôi ra đặt mình đến mình tới cuối đặt ra hay miên là mấy cái đà ra chùm đi cho mình nó khi dùm bộ lôi khi sang xong sẽ là chúng ta sẽ nuôi xuống nhưng mình từ từ có đây chúng ta sẽ nuôi xuống là ta và sang xong sẽ là hai đứa nó là tụi con trời đã bên cùng một vùng riêng sơ nên nó tiền toàn riêng trong cái là mình bắt lọt rồi cứ xuống cái chú nó rồi cứ dặn vậy anh video sẽ nuôi mới là dân được kết mình chơi bạc cáo đấy này anh động xuống chặt chay mà có bắt lọt cái từ mày gọi những sang xong đà khi mồm đạo đó mình sẽ là riêng mình mình sang đà mình sang tới anh ấy bị chụp ảnh hai cái mục tiêu nhưng mình mới đang mà trong tu như thế nhé nhưng mới nên cam khen mình chỉ muốn việc là khóa material riêng nó hay miền material hai này mình tinh pra tiếp làm phình hao tú nó thọ Amazon nó mà cây của bảy phó nó hoặc là ở lên nôm chú ở lên thôi mà ba thẩm ti đợt lại ô thay áo này không ăn đó cái gì mẹ này đang cà phê cho nó xây hay nè cắt tăng BBT mình chơi rồi ôi thử thay áo bay đợt lá bài tinh thế nha tinh cả cái đồ kia bánh xe mà phải đợt lá ủa nó phần nó thao cái là chăng à nè chăng này làm xong drop chỉ muốn là phơi sao xong từ trong đây mau biến năng cả mình được yêu rốc khơi nhà xa cái bán của rốc lúc khơi bán là xa cả an nhé việc an mới vừa khơi là bom ngồi thầm mày thua bị cầm đất thầm mày em bây giờ stupid từng cả an nó sao vậy cho mình đai đấy reading never make you be stupid remember only those who don't read okay don't read don't gonna be stupid these are the things yeah okay just kidding now let's move to another point we use present perfect simple or simple perfect to refer to indefinite events with a result in the present. See a result in the present. My car is broken down. That's why I want a lift from you. You see a lift from you. The reason why I want a lift from you because of my car has broken down from the past until now. It's broke down. You see, your car hasn't been fixed yet. That's the way you want to use present perfect. Yeah. See, present perfect. Okay, easy peasy. Trời ơi. I can give you an example. Let's say I have lived in Phnom Penh for 10 years. I live in Phnom Penh 5 years ago. Is it the same or different?
Different.
Who can explain me, please?
The second one you say you lived 5 years ago. So now you may be living somewhere else, but the first sentence you say I have lived for 5 years. Yeah, so from the past, from till now, you're saying, or maybe perhaps till the future time, you maybe live there.
Okay, from the past until the 5 years already you live there, right? This is present perfect. Yeah. Okay, when you do past simple, you move from Phnom Penh. You no longer live in Phnom Penh. You're now in the province. Okay, I live in Phnom Penh 10 years ago. Complete. Now I give you a simple example with Samdech Somchunat. You see, Samdech Somchunat wrote a lot of books. What happened to him now? He's still alive? So he's still alive? No. He passed away. You see? But if you say he has written many books, he's still alive. This is present perfect. From the past until now, he keep written the book. You see the difference between past simple and present perfect. Past simple you refer to the completed action in the past, which no longer exists in the present time. Let's say I love her 2 years ago. Do you think that I still love her now? No, I got a new girlfriend now. Ôi, yeah, come on, champ, yeah. This is about I love her 2 years ago.ខ្ញុំស្រឡាញ់នាងពីឆ្នាំមុននោះចុះឥឡូវ2ឆ្នាំក្រោយមានថ្មីហើយចា
Chẳng đúng với.
But if you say I have loved her for 5 years from the past until now 5 years already, you still love her. You see that's present perfect. ចឹងណាលីរត់សប្បាយចិត្តហើយពេលប្រាប់ present perfect. បើប្រាប់ present simple នេះកាន់តែអទៀតដែរ I love her so much. មិនប្រែប្រួល present simple មិនប្រែប្រួលប្រយ័ត្នណាអាប្រែប្រួលគឺអា present perfect នេះឯងពីមុនដល់ឥឡូវអីទៅមុខទៀតអាចប្រែប្រួលណាអាមិនប្រែប្រួលគឺអី present simple នេះត្រូវចាំអញ្ចឹងវាមានទុំមានទាវងាប់មួយគ្នាទៅរោមអូនជូលិតងាប់មួយគ្នាទៅដោយសារស្នេហ៍ហោះហើរនឹងឯងឃើញភ្លាមស្រឡាញ់ផ្លែតហ្នឹងអូខេ first love first sight first love អាស្នេហាឃើញភ្លាមស្រឡាញ់ផ្លែត
anh fall in love ចា
fall in love ហ្នឹងក៏ឃើញភ្លាមស្រឡាញ់គេភ្លាមហ្នឹងឯងជួយចាប់ពេលហ្នឹងងងគ្នាទៅមិនដឹងទេ
Mà bị sao thế?
មែនអត់មានមកខ្ញុំបត់ពិសោធន៍អីទេអូខេស្រឡាញ់ដែរស្រឡាញ់នោះ4ឆ្នាំ5ឆ្នាំមិនការងាប់អូយ5ឆ្នាំ4ឆ្នាំមិនការណាកុំនិយាយចិត្តហ៊ានណាអូខេតែ5ឆ្នាំមិនតន់ចាំទេក៏នឹងទៅយិនកាលនោះទៅ exchange program មួយឆ្នាំទៅអាមេរិកដល់ពេលធ្លាក់ទៅអញ្ចឹងការហ្មងតែបន្តអត់
Bay bát cha.
Kéo vô của mà hại
បើកាលនោះក៏អា program ហ្នឹងប្រហែលជាអត់បានទេទៅសិននឹង project ទៅដល់អាមេរិកបាត់ទៅ training មួយឆ្នាំហ្នឹងកាលនោះជាចង់នៅប្រងនេះធាក់កង់រហូតនេះរហូតនោះទៅជំនាន់ខ្ញុំជាជីកង់ឃើញគេទៅតាមណាសួរគេស្វះស្វែងសួរជំនាន់ខ្ញុំមានខ្ញុំទេស្វះស្វែងរឿងអាហារូបករណ៍ទៅរៀនក្រៅតែពេលហ្នឹងគេអស់គេនៅតែក្នុងស្រុកពួកខ្ញុំកាលនោះមកនៅក្នុងដមទី1ណាជំនាន់ទី1ដមលោកឡើងកញ្ចាហេតោះ continue មកអ្នកខ្លះមួយដេកឡើយ another point មកឆ្ងាយគាត់តែឆ្ងាយទៅញ៉ាំញ៉ាំ Okay another point please another point to describe what I want we use present perfect to describe what has been done or how many things completed in a period of time you see let's say the building has been completed on time see on time United have scored 3 goals and there still have an hour left you see another hour to go yeah, when you watch soccer you're gonna understand about the process of playing soccer so if you know the first half he got 3 goals the second half what happened next we don't know yet you see yeah that's the way that we can use present perfect another point to describe a living person experiences you see experiences what he or she has done in life so far from the past until now let's say she has painted some of the best portrait of recent years you see that's the way that we can use present perfect I believe that you don't know J.K. Rowling you know J.K. Rowling the one who know J.K. Rowling
yes I know her
okay who is she
she wrote Harry Potter story
okay គាត់ស្លាប់បាត់ហើយចឹងបើ she wrote
yeah
okay be careful with you
គាត់ស្លាប់បាត់តែចាខ្ញុំចង់ឲ្យគាត់ស្លាប់បាត់ហ្នឹង
នៅទេif you say if you wrote them you
yeah,
mean that
ខ្ញុំគិតថាគាត់ស្លាប់ហើយព្រោះខ្ញុំចាប់ញ៉ាំមកគាត់ស្លាប់ហើយចា
និយាយញាប់ជាងឯងចិត្តណាឯងញាប់មានអ្នកញាប់ជាងឯងចិត្តក្នុងនេះបើហើយចាំមានមួយចេះអូខេមួយគេមិញអូមួយសិនណាគេមិញនិយាយញាប់ដូចខ្ញុំ
មកខ្ញុំប្រាប់ខ្លួនឯងហ្មងចាចុះទេរ៉ា
okay in this case you cannot say wrote why because it's still alive remember she has written 8 books of Harry Potter basically you only have watched the movie rather than read the book I used to ask to buy the book online each book costs $5 so for each book it cost me $40 and the reason why I want to buy those books because I want my elder son read that book and now we have completed 2 books already of Harry Potter. Actually, I have watched all the episodes of Harry Potter, but now I asked him to read the books, to get the detail. And he told me that reading and watching totally different. Reading, we can get more detail than watching. You see, this is the things. Yeah, so J.K. Rowling is the first author that become billionaire from her book. Remember, she become billionaire. Okay, មហាថៃណាមិនធម្មតាទេមានតែគាត់នឹងមួយទេលើពិភពលោកតែសេសភៅខ្លាចជាអ្នកមាន and another guy too you might have heard him about one Poor Dad Rich Dad who
Robert Kiyosaki.
So Robert Kiyosaki is another person who have written a lot of books. Okay, and he also joined with Donald Trump. So I have completed that book already. So see, this is the things. Okay, experience. We talk about experience. So we use present perfect in this case. But if he pass away, we say like sometimes Sanchunat wrote many Khmer books. You can say. You got it? Yeah, this is the things. So talking about experience, you can say that. Another experience, you can say, I have been there before. I have been to New Zealand for 1 year and a half. See, it is about one. It is also about what experience too. I have talked to him several times, so I got some experience about that. Or you can say, I have been interviewed many times with that positions. You see, this is tell about what experience. Yeah, so you use present perfect. Okay, another point. To describe a state that lasts up to the present, see, from the past until now, with state verbs. So normally we use state verb with present perfect simple. I have worked in this department for the past 6 months, from the past until now, and you're still working there. Okay, you can use with state verb to express about the progress too. Progress like present continuous. Yeah. Another point, to refer to repeated action in a period of time up to the present. Yeah, I have cooked dinner, or you can say I have cooked this food several times for 10 years, you can say. Or I have cooked dinner every night for 10 years. You see, you mentioned about what I want, the repeated activity from the past until now. Okay? I have talked to him many times. You see, that is one repeated activity from the past until now. We use present perfect simple. I have failed my student many times. What does it mean? From the past until now. So, example, for example, saying, hey.
That way.
Hey,អ្នកខ្លះគាត់លេងទៅធ្វើលំហាត់ទៅលេងចោលចឹងទៅអ្នកខ្លះទាំងអត់ homework ទៅសប្បាយ calculate អត់គ្រប់បន្ទុកធ្លាក់ទៅហ្នឹងធ្វើម៉េចអ្នកខ្លះទៅគ្រូជួយតិចមើលចេះជួយទេមិនបាច់ជួយទេបើយើងអត់ចេះជួយខ្លួនឯងផងពេលយើងអត់ជួយផងសក់បាស់ច្រោមខ្យល់រសៀកមកពីក្រៅអញ្ចឹងអីសនៅពីក្រៅនោះអូខេអានឹងប្រឹងណាជួយខ្លួនឯងបើយើងអត់ជួយខ្លួនឯងទេអានឹងគេថាកើតចំនួនខុសត្រូវខ្ញុំស្ដាប់សុគន្ធនីសាដែលគាត់ពេលដែលគាត់ជានេះតែគាត់មិនបានចន់ជា 100% ទេតែគាត់ share វីដេអូនោះមានអារម្មណ៍ថា learn ពីគាត់ចំណុចមួយដែលថាល្អតាគាត់ថាអាចជំងឺ COVID នេះគឺបរិយាមនុស្សឲ្យមានទំនួលខុសត្រូវរៀងខ្លួនមែនបើយើងអត់ចេះធ្វើការខ្លួនឯងទេច្បាស់ជាងាប់ខ្លួនឯងនៅក្នុងពេទ្យហ្នឹងព្រោះគេមានអនាចូលទៅសាច់ញាតិគេចូលមិនកើតមានតែពេទ្យចូលដំផ្លែទៅមើលនឹងឲ្យឆ្នាំប្រឌិតមើលទេហើយអ្នកធ្ងន់គេដាក់នៅពេទ្យរុស្ស៊ីអ្នកស្រាលនៅថាគេឌូកចឹងទៅស្រាលមានថាមើលទៅអាចព្យាបាលបានអ្នកធ្ងន់មករុញចូលឲ្យទៅរុស្ស៊ីហើយគេអ្នកស្លាប់ពីច្រើនយំមិញយំសិលមិញ last night there are 3 people they slept at a Russian hospital that's the serious case already
ឥឡូវនឹងស្លាប់ពីអ្នកទៀតទេឆោ
បាទពីអ្នកទៀតហើយខ្ញុំយ៉ាទៅទៀតហើយពីអ្នកទៀតហើយ mà nói chung là pe chứa nhưng dùng xuống luôn là pe khai nó ở sân số đó là làm nhưng bị chết đúng đúng đó chúng cá là tăng thế chứ như cho anh hay từng bách nhân trong như vậy cái hay anh em còn riêng nên còn trap lỗ quá ta bà dương ở trên từng luôn có ra trên bánh cây pe vừa đi tầm xua thế dương ảnh của thằng nào mình tên cho từng luôn có riêng cái có từng luôn có chơi luôn này nè cho mình lẽ cái từng luôn có chơi này your self responsibility. This is very important. If you have high responsibility, you will not fail anything. You will not fail anything, believe me, man. Anh nói này, tại bây giờ cái tụi nó có tới tên nào có bà chơi đây, người có bà chơi đây, yeah. Anh nói này, cái đó chúng người đừng muốn cứ bà chụp ở mình tụi tôi có tới cái này, yeah. Okay, let's move to another point, please. Yeah. 10 minutes left, okay. Another point, with sometime expression, you see sometime expression like sin. Remember after sin we use a point in time, like sin 2006, sin I was a baby, sin I was young, sin I was teenager, sin I was adolescent, sin I was at high school, sin I was at university. So you use point in time after sin. However, after 4, we use for a period of time, you see, for 10 years, for 3 weeks, for 2 months. Okay, for a period of time, you use for, remember. So you look at this example, this is the first time, you see, you can say, this is the second time I have eaten squid. This is the third time I have eaten squid, you can say. See, first time, second time, third time, fourth time example. Another one, you can use adverb already, you see, already happened with unexpectedly before, you know, the way that you expected. Let's say, I have already seen this film. You see, because somebody unexpected that you have watched this movie, you can use already. But remember, already can be happen after have, the auxiliary have. Or you can say, I have seen this film already. But the formal English we put already after have. We have already seen this film or this movie. You can say. Another point, note that most time expression can be used with various tenses. See, various tenses. Let's say for. We can use for various tenses. Let's say, I have lived here for 10 years. See here? That when we compare present perfect with past simple. The present tense, when you say, I have lived here for 10 years. Present simple, I'm still here. You see, I'm still here.
Present simple.
However, the second sentence, you use past simple. I lived there for 3 years. I'm not there now. See, you are not there now. This is the way you use past simple. Be careful. You got it, one? You got it? So when you use past simple, you focus on the completed action which no longer exists. However, when you use present perfect, you talk about the connection from past until now. Let's say I have lived here for 10 years. I lived there for 20 years. Now you no longer live there. You move from the place already. This is past simple. Okay? Yeah. Social alert. Ngặt chẳng là nhóm môi mới là nhóm của mình, nhóm nó tụi clean bài chuyện ai chứ nè. Nhóm nó một hiện tâm chứ nữa. Nó đây là là clean bài. Cái nhà ok cái bị ba tan này không? Để mà xua hôn vậy. Là ôn mỏng khan tới, là phụ mạ mỏng khan tới. Cả thế cho mọi người bên bị cao tới mưa của trong cây dân tới để mưa khối đi mới nhỉ. Sợ với like mà bị cao
in cung.
Ok. Nhưng bạn chỉ ra
đây lâu
việc lại play được cái hiện nữa.
Thật cái đây lâu không có gì nhóm sớ.
Okay, another point. Kita mau sabun itu kita. Break line. Another point we talk about one present perfect simple versus past simple. So we have compared already. So first use present perfect simple for unfinished time, and you use past simple for finished time. You see finished time in the past. You see here, she has painted some of the base portrait of recent year. She still paint the portrait. But when you use past simple, she painted some of the base portrait of recent years. What happened to her now? Maybe see the artist may be dead, Slabat may be dead, and they even are in the period of time not connected to the present. You see? The second sentence. So be careful. Another example, see here, used to show speaker attitude. So speaker may decide whether they see an even as connected to the present. If they see the even as connected to the present, they need to use present perfect simple. But if not, they use past simple. You see? Yeah. This is the choice that you use. You can make your own choice of using the tense. You see? This may be a matter of time or place. Tense use is here a matter of choice rather than grammatical right or wrong. See? It's not about right or wrong. But it depends on the choice that you use. It depends on time and place that you use. You see here? Another point, comparing, present perfect and past simple. I have left my book at home. And then another one, you say, I left my book at home. So when you use present perfect for the first sentence, the speaker feels the even is recent. The recent or current.
Recent.
Or is still near home. However, when you use past simple, the speaker feels the even is distant in the time and place. See, you are away already, which you cannot go back home and pick the book back. But if you say, I have left the book at home, you can go back home and pick the book. But I say, teacher, I'm sorry, I left it at home. You cannot go back home. Is he talking about one time and place? It spent a long time to go back home. Your place is far from your school, for example. You see that past simple. It's about choice. It's not about the grammar right or wrong, but it's about the choice that you use. ឆ្ងាប់យ៉ាងនេះខាងនេះបានដៃទុកយ៉ាងគេហប់បើដាក់ម៉ាស់លេខឃើញបណ្ដោយ Okay, yeah. ខ្ញុំខ្លះទៅរៀនកំពិបាកចិត្តពេកអូមានអាសាញមិនទេ Okay, another point. Use with different time expression. You see here? Another point you use with time expression. Let's say I haven't been to cinema for ages or a long time. See, ages or you can say a long time. They are equivalent. You can use interchangeably. You can say for ages or you can say for a long time. Both are correct, okay? So present perfect refer to an action over a period of time. For describe how long the period is. The period is. You can say I haven't been to cinema for ages. From the past until now. It's a period of time. Okay, ở đây từ mưa con sao? Yeah. Okay, nên những anh ở đây mưa con sao? Yeah. Or you can say another one, yeah, in present simple, you see, in past simple here, it is ages. You see, it is ages, or it's a long time since I went to the cinema. So when you say it is ages, describe a period of time since an event, and past simple describe when that event happened. See, from the past until now too. You can use in this way. If you don't want to use present perfect. Or you can say I haven't been to cinema for ages. Or you can say it's ages. Or it's a long time since I went to the cinema. They are both correct. See? Yeah, with time expression. Ages or a long time. Yeah. Ui, sợn mấy. Okay. Correction ấy. Yeah là.
Yes.
Yeah, teacher, yeah.
The Surah break bench, yes. Okay, ta giờ dùng break sân cho. Okay, see you second session, okay?
Yes.
Teachers. Goodbye.
Enjoy.
Break man. Crew.